Hi, my name is Chris Haggis with ProWatercraft and I want to talk to you a little bit about bumpers and how the shape of the bumper dictates the handling of the ski. The stock bumper, which we've already taken off this Kawasaki SXR, it's pretty large. It's got a flat bottom to it. It makes the bond flange here pretty wide, so when the ski wants to fall into the turn, you have a lot of surface sort of fighting the water. And what we suggest at ProWatercraft.com is ProWatercraft is we do a half round stick-on bumper. And what happens here is this bumper here will sit right along the edge, and it'll allow water to roll over the edge, decreasing the width of the bond flange and allowing the water a nice smooth surface so the ski can really fall in and get the most amount of grip. Now you might say bumpers, that doesn't really make a difference. Well, when you're going for handling and you want the most amount of grip out of your Kawasaki, your Hydrospace, or whatever stand up you're riding, the bumpers do make quite a bit of a difference, and we put them on all of our race skis. So we're going to go through and kind of show you a little bit about what we did about removing the stock bumpers. This bumper is held on with rivets, so we had to actually drill out the rivets. We pushed the rivets through the hole, make sure that they're all clean, and then we filled the hole a little bit. We use Bondo, but you can use like an epoxy or something else to fill the hole. The reason we fill the hole is because we don't want water to come in through the backside and push the new stick-on bumper off the ski. So it's important to get this surface smooth, no holes, and you want to clean it really well. So we're going to come in and we're going to clean this surface with like some acetone or some non-silicone cleaner to make sure that the surface is super clean and smooth, and the bumpers will stick and hold on there quite well. Okay, on the front bumper, you don't have to take it off, but the cleaner way to do it would be to remove this. So again, you'll have rivets or whatever you have holding on your front bumper here. And what we do is, the edge here is shaped for the stock bumpers. So we like to shape that out, kind of cut a little bit of a half moon so our new bumper tucks really nice underneath it. It gives it a really nice clean finished look. It helps the longevity of the stick-on bumpers staying on the skis in the roughest waters. So we're gonna cut and prepare our front bumper and get everything ready to install. So I'm just gonna wipe down the surface here. Little contact, choke cleaner, anything non-silicone, it's very important. Wipe the surface nice and clean. Now these bumpers is going to come with a one whole roll of 16 feet. So that should be enough to completely go along the side or around the whole ski, whatever you decided to do. But you will have to cut it if you want to do it in two pieces. So we're going to start just a little bit behind this hole here, about a ½ inch past that hole, and then we're going to work our way down before we cut it. So you have two sticky back ends here. So you just pull these down far enough where they're not in your way. And it's important to get it really true to the bottom of the ski. Don't want it hanging below or the water will catch it. You don't want it too far up or it'll kind of make it a little bit sketchy. So nice and flush with the bottom. depending on how your mat tray setup is, but you want to kind of obviously cut it off right at where your mats are. So of course every ski is different, and so this is how we're going to install this set. Get your favorite pair of cutting. You can use razor blade. Obviously you want to be careful and get this cut nice and easy, nice and straight. Make it as easy as possible. You kind of tuck it in behind the pad so it looks really nice and clean, seamless. It's also very important to really push along the bumper, run your hand into it to really get it to seat in all the way down. So installing the front bumpers, you have a couple options. Obviously, the stock OEM has rivets that you had to drill out to remove it. However, you can use hardware like 6mm bolts and nuts to reattach this front bumper back onto your ski. Right now I just have some rivets in here that I haven't attached, but I'll probably go through the cleaner way and do some nuts and bolts and really get that front bumper attached, because we all know how much abuse the front bumper does get. So with this combination of some more aerodynamic or water dynamic bumpers and our new sponson designs that we have already retrofitted on this ski, the combination of these two items for a cost of about $400, maybe $500 depending on the labor cost, but the combination of these two items for that little amount of money makes a drastic improvement of handling on your SXR, your Hydrospace, or any other stand-up. You know, having these two on here will give you much more grip going into the turns, much more confidence, and will increase your ability and turning speed to ride a stand-up watercraft. I got one more tech tip. We're going to take it to the back of the jet ski and I want to show you that one. Okay, so one more tech tip I wanted to share with you guys that maybe not a lot of people know about. So there was some leftover bumper, a little section on this ski for that 16 feet we did send you, and I ended up cutting it in half. And so what we do is, if you're a racer, you know how important it is to be held properly on the line so you get that nice clean start. Well, part of the holder's responsibility is grabbing onto the back of the ski. Well, on the SXR and the Hydrospace, it's a little bit difficult getting a good grip on the back. So what I do is, you know, I have this thing cut in half. I will sneak this underneath the bond flange here, which will increase how wide it is and give me a little more of a edge to grab onto the inside, which will definitely help, you know, your stability and your grip for your holder. So that's a little tech tip from ProWatercraftRacing.com.